At 68 years old, I was declared mentally unfit by my own son. I never thought the word unfit would be used against me, especially not by my own son. I was 68 years old when it happened, not confused, not weak, not sick, just older. And apparently, that was enough. For most of my life, I believed that being a good parent meant staying quiet, sacrificing, not asking for much in return. I raised my son alone after his father passed away, worked 2 jobs, skipped vacations, put my own dreams aside. When he graduated, I cried with pride. When he got married, I paid for most of it. When he struggled financially, I helped, without keeping records. I trusted him. That was my mistake. It started subtly. He began asking questions about my finances. How much do you have saved? Where do you keep your documents? Who handles your bills? At first, I thought he was being responsible, a concerned son. But then the tone changed. He started correcting me in front of others, finishing my sentences, laughing when I forgot small things. "She's getting old," he'd say. "Her memory isn't what it used to be." I laughed along. I shouldn't have. One afternoon, he came over with papers. "Just routine," he said. "Something to make things easier for you." It was a power of attorney document. He told me it was for emergencies only, that it wouldn't change anything, that I'd still be in control. I hesitated. He sighed, rolled his eyes, then said something I'll never forget. "Mom, don't make this harder than it needs to be." I signed. That was the day my life quietly shifted. Within months, things felt different. My bank statements stopped coming to the house. Bills were already handled. When I asked questions, I was told I was worrying too much. Then came the whispers. A cousin called and asked if I was okay. A neighbor asked if I was sick. I didn't understand until I overheard my son on the phone. "She's not all there anymore," he said. "We're considering options." Options. About me. Then came the letter. A formal envelope. Legal language. My son had filed paperwork claiming I was mentally unfit to manage my own affairs. I sat at my kitchen table for a long time, staring at the words. My hands were steady. My mind was clear. But according to him, I was a liability. That night, I cried, not because I was scared, but because I realized something far worse. He had already decided who I was allowed to be. Friends urged me to let it go. Family is family. He means well. Don't fight your own child. But something inside me broke. And when it broke, something else formed. Resolve. The next morning, I did something I hadn't done in years. I asked for help. Not from family, not from friends, from a lawyer. She listened quietly as I spoke, didn't interrupt, didn't rush me. Then she asked one simple question. "Do you know how much money has been moved from your accounts?" I didn't. She requested the records. What we found changed everything. Large transfers, monthly withdrawals, payments I never approved, all under the authority I had signed away. The lawyer looked at me and said calmly, "You are not unfit. You are being exploited." The court date came faster than I expected. My son sat across from me, confident, prepared. He brought statements from acquaintances claiming I was forgetful, confused, dependent. Then it was my turn. The judge asked me direct questions about dates, finances, decisions. I answered clearly, calmly. Then my lawyer presented the bank records. Silence filled the room. The judge leaned forward and asked my son one question. "If your mother was unfit, why did you trust her money?" He didn't answer. because there was no answer. The ruling was swift. Power of attorney revoked, funds returned, formal warning issued. But the real moment came afterward. My son didn't look angry. He looked shocked, because for the first time, I wasn't silent. I walked out of that courtroom taller than I had in years, not because I won money, but because I reclaimed something far more valuable: my voice. Today, I live quietly. I manage my own affairs. I keep my documents secure. I ask questions. And I no longer confuse love with obedience. If you're listening to this and something feels familiar, if you're being told you're too old, if your voice is being slowly taken away, please hear this. Age does not erase your rights. Silence does not protect you. And it is never too late to stand up, even at 68, especially at 68. Lesson of the day. Growing older does not make you powerless. Silence can be strength, but only when it is chosen, never when it is taken.